demonstrations and see the thumbnail. I never see anything in the demonstration matching the thumbnail. Drives me crazy. So if I did that to you, I apologize. Not anyone questioning me about it, but we do back everything up. I just want to keep that match together. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC with gunmetal crystal edge technology screens and our FLE-VT technology. I'm telling you, this splatter screen, I am freaking loving doing these demonstrations because, again, you know, the standalone screen is nice to do, but to have a comparison to show how much of a difference you're going to be able to show. I got one in and put in to join several home theater groups on Facebook to talk about this new technology. And like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of these demonstrations on site. And right now I just posted these pictures. I took pictures of all of this and posted it over to our, he's getting in trouble again. What are you doing? Yeah, you. Gee whiz. This is his time to get in trouble because I'm not watching him. But anyway, so we're going to be posting on these different forum sites we're going to be at. We're going to be doing demonstrations like this. I ordered 2 of the large screens over on Amazon. These screens are perfect. I can carry them about. We're going to do the whole scene like we did this, so splatter effect. We're going to do it on those screens and have it for everyone to see. I can't wait. So I got some people contacting me right now saying that can't be real. That's not possible. Yeah, it is real. We're going to be going in. I'm going to be doing a live stream through Facebook, and we're going to be showing that it is real. It's an actual real technology that basically can boost your projector's performance that high. Look how beautiful that image looks next to the white screen. Like I said, we talk about the gray screen because it does come up from time to time, but what I'm going to be really dealing with at the end of the day is going to be the white screen. That's what I'm going to be dealing with. This is how much you're going to lose from your projector. And we're using the whopping big boy venue projectors. Sony, if you have people ask me what kind of projectors we're using the Sony VPL FH30. You look it up, there are 4,000 lumen projectors, 1920. It's a full 1080p projector we're using right now. So it's 1920 by 1200, not 1920 by 1080p. It's a little higher than that. And it just doesn't read on the white screen. So let's go back. We're showing this off in the last one. I'll show a little bit of this.
Get ready, this is for real.
I'll tell you, this technology is going to change so much. It's going to change more than with the dedicated black CINEMAX. And the reason why, because the dedicated black CINEMAX can't take in 100,000 lux of light. The invisible version just can't do it. On the other hand, this one can. So this allows us to be able to design something really crazy with this technology. There's so many different levels we can go with it. Like I said, we got our own set of portable screens coming out. 50 lumen projectors can generate off this technology. Well, let's show you all the stuff you're missing. I like to go to the colors. I love doing the colors. Lots of beautiful fruit.
This will be a gold.
Even the commercials don't pull up on the white
Oh, he
screen.
got your corn pudding.
So is it safe around here?
Sometimes.
No eyebrows?
Think of how light it'll feel in the summer. We gotta run. 11,000 more neighborhoods to go.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
Now, for those of you thinking that, okay, yeah, most certified screens, all certified screens, everybody does demonstration against white surfaces. They do. Everybody does. They have to, because that's what you're going to run into the most is the white screen. But us, on the other hand, we did things a little different. We did our testing against certified white screens and gray screens, which means we're covered by everything. So say if we happen to walk into a workplace, or they have they're doing business with maybe Elite Screens or one of those bigger companies, and they're going to say, well, you know, how's your technology compared to their screens? We can dominate their screens easily. Any form of certified, we can actually dominate because we have the Infinity One attached to our screens. So not only are we more cheaper, more affordable, and again, very easy to apply the technology, and some of the stuff will already be pre-coded, our technology is far more advanced, which we can prove, which means I can actually outbid any contract from any certified company, any one of you, easily. Because what most people do when they develop screen paints, they put it against the white screen. Anything literally can beat a white screen. You really can. But that's what you do. Us, on the other hand, we studied you guys. So that way, if I ever ran into a situation, if it ever comes up, I like to be prepared. And say I run into a big business, they're affiliated with Elite Screens or Black Diamond or one of them at the end of the day, and they've been doing business with them for years, we can come in and say, hey, look, we're better than that technology. We can produce in fully lit environments. We can go outside. We're ultra short throw compatible. It's a one code application to put our technology on. Very easy to do. And we have screens already pre-coded from the door, which means we can actually snatch their contracts. We can snatch their customers. There you go. You got to think ahead of the game. As for the white screens, what do we do to a white screen? At 4,000 lumen, we can eat that up with no problem. And then with the ability to be able to absorb sunlight through a screen under the FLE, we call it the RH technology, which is a high rating technology. That means our invisible technology, which would be designed for basically ultra short throw and anything else we want to use it for. You can stick your screen right next to a window and have no problem. That's why I say you have to think for the future. Now, am I ever going to bump into one of these companies? Well, no, probably not. Honestly, no. Never really going to see them. We're just going to see mostly all white screens. That's what we're going to be going against most of the time. But just in case, if it does ever come up and we do end up in that situation, we're good to go. Like my dad used to say, better safe than sorry. So prepare for everything. Because you never know. We get a chance to go to one of those expos and they're in there and they know we're in there. You think they're going to show up? I don't think they're going to show up. I don't think they're even going to be in there in the environment we're going to be in. Because you can't have a gunmetal screen and be in there talking about contrast when you have a physical black screen about 4 booths down. How's that going to work for you? Can't do that. We can literally come over and go, nope, you can't do that. Your screen's not physically black. We can literally challenge you right there at the expo. What can you do? Oh, you don't believe me? All right, pull a Starfield on my screen. Take your screen, stick it on my screen. Let's see what happens. There you go. That's why they'll never show up in an expo where one of our screens will pop up at. And if we're at every expo, then that means they can't go to expos at all, period, until they develop a black technology. There you go. Questions I usually already know and will ask at a booth is, so can I use it on ultra short throw? Oh, so I have to have a different screen for ultra short throw. Can I take that outside? Or it's for indoor only? Okay. What's the contrast on your projector you're using over here? Oh, wow, that's using that much contrast. And why is all that contrast needed to begin with? It's a lot of contrast. Those are the questions I ask. Just when I was having the conversation with smarter services, ask them basic questions. Because I know our technology doesn't require any of that. So when I walk away from that booth, I have enough information to know that they can't take the screen. Now, as getting back to the white screens at the end of the day, you're not picking up jack. As you can see, look, nothing's coming up. Look how beautiful the colors are popping. Let me show you something. I'm going to pause it here. Stop it right there. Show you a little something here. And we are going to do, matter of fact, not really. One time, I did have somebody on site ask me about a gray screen. There was one person that did come up and ask me about that. Because majority, like I said, you're going to see white screens everywhere. But, as I said before, that I did have one person come up and say, hey, I got a gray screen. You know, it pulls good contrast. It does pretty good. All right, so let me see what we did with our gray surface sample. So we got two sides of this. Let's switch this around. For our side that's white right there. That's what you're reading off your white screen. But we're not in the picture, that's literally what you get. Now we'll take the gray screen, put it right there. And when you look at it, and mind you, keep in mind, that's our $4.97 paint that we got from Amazon. Told you that's the same thing as gray paints, it really does. So right there, you think you're seeing the reds, you think you're picking up real beautiful colors. That's all washed out. That's why when I go into a form site and I see a gray screen, they go, oh no, that looks beautiful. Like, no, that's washed out. It's not there. All right, let's go show you. Now we'll put it next to our screen. What do you see? Now the color is washed out, and the black technology, is picking up the best color. Bright, beautiful, 100% reds. So what you're seeing a trickery color. Your gray screen is tricking you to make you think that you're seeing beautiful reds, but you're not. You're washed out the entire time. Now, for those of you who are saying, well, I pick up real red. No, you don't actually see red. You don't see contrast. So when you do a contrast level and your screen comes up gray, you're not seeing black. You're seeing gray. That's why I mentioned about Deadpool. Deadpool's outfit is red and black. When you watch it on the gray screen, are you seeing the reds or are you seeing the blacks? And when you're on a white screen, you're not picking up anything. Like I said, way back, before black screens came out, before gunmetal screens came out, the gray screen served its purpose. It did. As you can see, it did serve its purpose. But now, no. Pacific Rim.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's hit at one shot where our thumbnail came up. Now that's the reason why when I did the movie demonstration, we showed everything. We showed bright, beautiful colors, we showed contrast levels, everything, just to show you doesn't pick up. The reason why I say it is because I see some people who try to do darker screens, so stick to those contrast levels. Now, that's what Pacific Rim looks like on our screen. White screen. Let's turn around and see the all standalone white screen. That's what you read when you're on a white screen. That's it. That's all you get. And some people will look at that and go, I might have to upgrade my projector's contrast capability. Maybe I'll go with higher lumens. You'll spend more money to get nothing. Let's take the gray surface, see how much of an improvement you get. Now you look at that and go, wow, that's a good improvement. No, it's not. You're washed out. Definitely washed out. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. That's what you pick up. When you stick a product against a more superior technology, you're going to see the downgrade of the previous. Just like if you take, let's see, a 1660 graphic card, put it against a 5090, there's a difference in those cards right there. Or if you take a Atari 2600 compared to a console of a PS5, there's a huge massive difference. And that's what you're seeing right there with the gray and the white screen. The downgrade. Can't read it. That's why when you watch demonstrations on these screens right here, you will notice that they'll be in really dark environments. Try to make the image pop higher. And then you'll have the excuse, well, you're going to be watching the movie anyway. You're going to be in the dark. I'll show you even in the dark, the screen doesn't even work. It doesn't read. It doesn't read outside. It doesn't read inside. We've done these demonstrations with Mr. Mannequin. If you ever saw the demonstrations of Mr. Mannequin, we had a motorized projection screen. We had this mannequin sitting in the back to show you how much white light splashes off a gray and white screen and transfers to the back of your theater room. Mr. Mannequin was nice and bright because all that light was pushed into the ceiling, walls, is bouncing all around the environment. That's why people go in the theater rooms and they paint the walls all black. Try to cancel out the light. Doesn't work. We did it already.
All right, Marco. Get ready. This is for real.
That's how it's supposed to look. Oh, let's get some beautiful colors in there.
I love it. Do you believe in magic?
I like watching the commercials too. Commercials all pop up. So we call this the washout worries. Gray screens give you the washout worries. White screens give you the washout worries. That's what you deal with. Spending money for more expensive projectors to fix it, you darken your environment. I go on YouTube, I do these field trips all the time. P2 projector, $3,100 machine, 2 million in 1 contrast. All the demonstrations are sitting in dark environments. You're a foot away from a screen. We're 4 feet from the screen. And you're a foot away from the screen and you don't read. All the contrast levels we've seen on that projector, dark environment. Not one person is sitting in a fully lit environment, all the windows displayed, none of that. Everybody sits in the dark. Show you the advancement of the FLE technology and how more advanced it is than any other screen, or a better way to display it is on a white surface. It's a jet black screen. It's not supposed to have the ability to pick up color. It can pick up contrast. It's not supposed to have the ability to pick up contrast and white levels. I'm sorry, it's not contrast. Sorry, colors and white levels. Check out them LG Foods. This is another one I want to see. LG Foods Desserts.
Getting that from YouTube.
I forgot LG does the recipes on top of that. LG Food Desserts 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I like that one. That's a good one right there. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So if you're tired of the washout worries on your white projection screen, you want to upgrade to a better screen, this is where you come to us. showed you in the demonstration, the gray screen, though it claims to give you an upgrade, it doesn't. It doesn't read red, it doesn't read contrast. It can read a white level, but guess what? White screen can read a better white level than a gray screen. So if a gray screen is bragging about its white levels, no. White screen pulls better. Even silver pulls better. The object of the gray screen was not for the white levels, it's for the color and contrast and the ability to try to pull it in a somewhat decent environment. That's all. Now, some of you have been frantically doing demonstrations left and right to try to prove your products. That's not going to help you. Doing a demonstration against everyday household products, which you're going to have to do, you don't have enough of those, that you're going to have to do. Showing contrast levels in fully lit environments and without your screen washing out or fading is something you're going to have to do. And again, if your product happened to match house paint in any demonstration, the point of view displaying that screen is pointless. That's what it is. It's absolutely pointless to display it. We do have people who have match house paint and they still continue to try to display their screen as if it never even happened. It happened, we saw it, it went down. So the fact that you keep displaying it, not good. Not good for you, not good for anybody else. It just don't, it's a don't altogether. Now there are 4 black paints, other black paints I do want to test this technology against. We're hoping that someone will send it down to us, but I don't think that's going to happen, so we're probably going to end up buying it ourselves anyway. But it would be nice, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it. So we'll just go down and we'll buy it ourselves and put it against our product, as we always do. It's one of the tests that are required, especially on black screens. Gray screens also too have to do these tests. Look how beautiful the colors pop around that white splatter screen. I love doing the splatter screens. And that shows you how much you're missing from your white screen. that's one of the things I noticed when I saw the demonstration of the bare silver screen, and then when he showed the screen, how washed out the green levels were. They were very badly washed out. They're actually the same color as right there, as the gray screen. This is what color the green is supposed to be. This is coming off an LG. This is coming off a TV. It's a TV demonstration. So that's what color the greens are supposed to be, not that. So when we see that color tone right there in the green, that's the first indication that we pick up that the screen's washing out. See that faded green? See how deep it is right there. That's the first thing. That's why when I see them faded colors and you hear me say screen's washed out, because that's what I'm picking up on a gray screen. It's not supposed to look like this. It's supposed to be that green.
Domino's new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread is the best thing since bacon and jalapeno stuffed cheesy bread, which was the best thing since original stuffed cheesy bread. Try irresistible new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. It's the perfect mouth-watering side for pepperoni lovers. Only at Domino's.
Transition, extremely important. We switch to a contrast level, switch back to color, the white levels, contrast order back and forth. White screen's having the issue, gray screen can't read it. Okay. Hopefully that calms the anger of some of these gray screen paint makers who get frustrated with me at the end of the day because they feel that the product I have here is not theirs. I told you before, there's a challenge on it. Just do the challenge. Why cry to me? Why complain to me about it, okay? Just do the challenge. You got all this free time. Go to Amazon, pick it up, and just buy it. Just do a live stream and prove me wrong. That's all you got to do. That's it. Easy. We did it already. I've been done it last month. Bought the same thing in black to the same demonstration. Done. It's that easy. So if we did it, how come you can't do it? Why are you complaining? I already got people complaining. It's not the usual. Not the usual. No, we got some other ones that came in and started complaining. It's not the usual. I said this many, many years back. We're in the basement. Well, many years, but we're in the basement of the house. I said, simple plain. People make gray screens. If you don't upgrade, you're going to get crushed. I'm not the one you really got to worry about. It's Home Depot, Lowe's, Benjamin Moore, Sherman Williams. That's what you got to worry about. Amazon, that's what you got to worry about. Because that gray paint, even when we flipped it over on the white screen, even though it was faded and washed out on my end, that's a $4.97 product. That can compete with your stuff. That's what you got to worry about. And if you think at the end of the day you're going to be able to skip that demonstration and you'll never have to do a side-by-side to a gray screen, well, somebody did the demonstration. We don't want them in the video when I mention them, but they matched. And because they matched so well to this screen paint, it's got everybody thinking how much of the other stuff out there is matching also too. So guess what? Sooner or later, you're going to have to do one of those. Got to do it. But let's get back to what's most important, the white screen, because that's the one we're going to see the most. let's go over here and let's get some up to now. Do 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 do. Oh, I just saw this too. I like this one right here. This moving art. I love this. Really freaking cool. Beautiful colors. Now I know this is AI generated. I know already from the door. Guess what AI generated doesn't work on? Through a projector. It doesn't read on white and gray screens. Don't pick it up. So even the AI technology will not work on a white and gray screen. Same thing when I saw projector mapping, saw people like forum sites showing off white screens. It's a projection unit. It's still, at the end of the day, projector mapping is a projection unit. So it only works as well as what you're going to display it on. If you're displaying a star field and you want to wrap that around a spear, or you want to wrap it around a car, guess what? You're going to have a problem with that. It has to be black. So that's why we're working on something pretty cool, an invisible black technology that doesn't allow you to change and alter. It's like an invisible thin screen. It's pretty cool when we get done with it. But it doesn't allow you to change and alter the actual color design of the surface that you're coding it onto. Is that cool or what? Yeah, that's why we have the projector mapping equipment. I always tell people, never worry about what you can see, always worry about what you can't see. The only reason why you would know about it, because we mentioned it. If we didn't mention it, you would never know we were working on this stuff. That's why, a little mental note to the haters out there. You can only hate on what you see. You can't hate on what you can't see. That shows how desperate you are at the end of the day. Anything that we allow you to see, you automatically run to it and start hating on it. Oh, hate. That's what you do. That's what you do. If we don't show you what technology we're working on, you don't even know. We could just drop a little tiny crumb out there and you would run to it. Hey. That shows at the end of the day how desperate you are. So how can you hate on technology you've never seen before? If I had never mentioned this technology, you wouldn't even know it even existed. That shows how deep your hatred goes and how much you're threatened by our technology. And to us, we just look at it and just laugh, because we come on here and do demonstrations like this. Like I just went on yesterday. We went into that whole thing about these haters being upset with me at the end of the day because they're mad because our products are that good. And I can come back out here, do back-to-back demonstrations on movies, gaming, anything I want, showing the difference between my technology and a white screen. Okay, snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
I want to go with, I like my cottage. Charge. Let me see what we got. Charge. What if we 42%? We're good. Come on, the charge. I'm going to bring you close. Some people say, "Well, I want to be a little closer to the screen." Get my equipment out of the way because we're not doing any more pictures. Skyworth fruit demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
New Goldfish Crisps. Taste how Goldfish does chips.
Rent due? Start building credit with your rent for free with Sell. Free credit building for renters. Start today.
Really? We just started that? I was paying $1,800 a month at the house I was doing. I was there for 4 freaking years at $1,800 a pop. Wow, that's freaking jacked up. Yeah, I paid a lot of money for rent. A couple places I paid about $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 to live there. Gee whiz. Now we start this whole credit thing. I don't care anymore. My credit score is high anyway. I'm good. Can't get any more higher than what it's going. Yeah, because never took a loan, no college tuitions I never had to pay off, never leased or any cars or nothing like that whatsoever. Nothing at all, period. So my credit's good. And I don't use it because I pay for everything in cash. I never use for anything. And I use debit cards all the time. I never go with the credit cards. I don't trust those things with a 10-foot pole. All that APR nonsense, no, we don't touch that. So 55 years old, never touched any of that stuff at all. Built my company out of my own pocket. I worked another job to actually pay for my company. Didn't take any loans from anybody. I did go to restaurant school though. That was $23,000. That was way, way back. But I got hit by a car, and that's why I get the scars on my head. And they gave me like $67,000, and I took that and I paid it off. So don't really got to owe anything. Funny thing, when I was in a relationship, you know, people try to get you to use your credit. I'm like, nope, I'm good. Not gonna happen. Work on yours, build yours up. I like this music. Probably pass off this earth. It'll never change because I don't plan to ever use it. I was thinking about using it for renting equipment, but a friend of mine said don't worry about it, that he got me on that. He's going to hook me up with that, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's try the one with the beautiful flowers. Wait, they got another one there, don't they? Hold on. They got a bunch of these on here. I don't really do the rest of these. That one I definitely want to do. That's got some nice bright colors to it. Let's skip the contrast. Let's go for all the high, bright white logos that we can possibly find. That's more of a challenge, right? I think later on, you know, I want to do more and more insane demonstrations. Like, we want to rent out a nice little warehouse. We have 5 white screens on one side, 5 white screens on the other side. See how long fast it takes me to blast all these screens. I'm going to get one of those cordless paint sprayers. See how many screens I can knock out in a certain amount of time. Dried and displayed. And then match them against the white screens. I like the easy paint on process. I love that. That's the part I love the most. This is so easy. We got more. We're going to be doing more paint on demonstrations. I love the paint on demonstrations. We're going to do so much stuff with that. We're going to randomly walk into Home Depot. We're just going to pick out something and convert it to a screen. But it has to be a big impact. So we're going to put it against a high-grade certified technology. That's where the fun part comes in. see, not to be rude here. I don't want anybody to think I'm being rude here when I say this, but to the naysayers, I'll give you a little message real quick. The reason why I don't have time to do the puppet heads and the 40,000 hate mails, because I'm doing this. If I want to, at the end of the day, like, throw something in your face, if I want to do that on that level, you know what I do? I go in and make advanced technology like this. Knowing you can't reach this plateau. We know you can't reach it. None of our test demonstrations videos, you can't reach that. So instead of taking all the nonsense here, you take the negative energy. Like from this, you're taking this positive energy and you turn it to negative by sending us hate mail and getting angry and getting upset. You don't advance your technology, you do nothing at all. You just waste time. Where we, on the other hand, we take your negative energy and we turn it into that technology that's used to crush your products. That's why when I come to your sites to buy, you always cancel out. That's why. Anybody always cancel out. Don't waste your time, people. Take that negative, turn it into something positive. Now, for the future generation of haters, just so you know, we're not doing the tit for tat. If you're trying to get a rise out of me and trying to do stuff to get a rise out of me, the minute we see the word scammer, anything pops up, my attorney will reach out to you. We'll take it in court. I want this to get as real as possible for you. If you don't like it, it's not your liking, that's your personal business at the end of the day. But if you're going to say I'm a scammer, you're going to try to make my product like something it's not, I'll see you in court. Mind, this stuff has a $1 million batch number violation sitting on top of it. So any companies I'm planning to do business with, because I do plan to branch out, which means I will be doing contracts, and I will be branching out on my technology. Why not? This would be a waste if I don't. Some people thinking if he branches out, the company blows up on its level, he's going to charge a ton of money. No, that's not what we're in here for. We're basically going to keep the prices so everybody can afford it. That's the whole thing. Branch out, advance the technology, make it affordable so everybody can afford it, but make it better than everybody else's. That's the whole object. I think the lowest kit we got right now is $182. 16 ounces, paint's 106-inch screen. Got it on demonstration, did it right there on camera. And it had paint left over to fill into the cannon and spray some other stuff with it. Technically, we did a roll-on and a spray-on with the same paint. What else we got on here? Oh, we got to do this one. I've done this one in a while. Now, as you can see, our black technology is the best upgrade for your white projection screen worries, the washout worries. If you want to check out my customers, you can go to my Crystal Witch site, or you can go to my Black Series site. You'll see at the top, you'll switch down, you'll see a little option pops up. It says Happy Customers. You can pop in there and check it out. I plan to have a ton of demonstrations in there on site. A lot of video reaction reviews of people reacting to the technology. So that's fantastic. And that means that anybody who has a contract through my company, yes, I am going contract now. This stuff is so easy to sell, it's not even funny. Which I'll show you when I go on site. I know I got people thinking they're gonna make millions of, yeah, we're gonna make millions of dollars off this technology. A lot of money. Guess where it's going at? Charity. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Who needs that much money? That's insane. That's that technology that's going to bring millions of dollars to that technology. Nobody needs that much money. What would you need it for? You can have 8 or 9 cars in a great big huge building that half of the stuff you don't even know if it exists in it. 55,000 square feet of no. That's insanity. Some people it's for them. For me, it's insanity. I think it's not worth the time. I'd rather spend that money building a wing to a hospital for cancer patients or something like that at the end of the day. That's worth spending the money on. For me, spending the money on a bunch of expensive cars is not even worth my time.
Nancy's office. Is Nance available? Let me transfer you on Zoom.
I'm going to continue to live my simple, basic life. Buy some technology. I love technology. But on the other hand, no, don't need all that stuff. $500,000 for a sports car, how much money? I can basically drop that into a food bank and how many people I can feed with that. That's why I want to get into the tiny homes, put money into that. Different resources on how to power these homes. But you got a lot of people out there that are homeless. They don't got places to go to. See, why you haters are out there thinking about how tearing me down at the end of the day, God is building me up to have more and more advanced technology. Because I got a purpose. Purpose is not to become filthy rich, drive fancy cars, drive on private jets and all that stuff. I couldn't care less about that. My purpose is basically to let everybody know that my Lord and Savior is the one that's responsible for designing all this technology. And what we get from this technology, we're going to use it to help other people out. Couldn't care less about their vacations and none. I don't care about it. And the cool thing about this is school districts. Like I said before, they spend all this money for these expensive projectors. That's where that tax money comes from, out of your pocket at the end of the day. Imagine if they don't even have to upgrade their machines because the screen does all the work. When we're turning out the lights, that's one of the things, and when we're doing the demonstrations in the schoolroom in there, they never had to turn the lights out in there. The reason why they didn't want to turn the lights out because kids get in trouble. They do. I did it myself. And I thought it was nice to have all the lights on and look at the screen without ever having to turn them off. No mischief, no trouble. And then kids can do their homework and do their reports while the screen's on. You got to think of the big picture. So, if the Lord allows me and blesses me to get to that plateau, I have big plans to dump tons and tons of my money into helping other people. Started with building more affordable houses. We got way too many homeless people. Way too many. Way too many. Had enough drug treatment programs. Look at Kensington. That's a hot mess down there. It should never look like that. Never, ever look like that. Where's all this money going to? People need help. They need God at the end of the day. They need to go to a place where they can get cleaned up, get their lives together, have a place to call their own, have a job. So if I'm blessed to hit that plateau to do that, that's what I'm going to do. But I can't do it in here. I got to do it out there. And that's why the Lord's setting everything up for us to hit those levels. So as for you haters at the end of the day, you can't stop this train. It's got a purpose. lot of purposes, man. Help other people out and have better technology. Can't stop God's technology. Can't stop it. I love when people say, when they see Christians, well, you haven't seen my house. My house is very nice, but when you see Christians, that then people say, oh, but you're in that situation. When Jesus came down, right, to liberate man from going to hell forever, did he come down in a gold chariot? Did he come down with tons and tons of horses pulling the chariot? Did he come down as a king, big castle, tons of money? Did he come down with any of that? Nope, didn't. He was born in a manger with animals. That's what he was. He walked back and forth. He had sandals on, and he didn't have any of the fancy things and all these rich kings and stuff. He had none of that, didn't he? He was God who came down. You realize that. People don't understand the concept of that. He was God. You actually got God took a form of a man. The one who built all of this took a form of a man to come down here and be with us. Can you imagine how amazing that is? So he could have came down with anything he wanted. Everything is his. But he came down like that. He was born in a manger around animals. Imagine how humble you have to be to do something like that. That much power at the end of the day, and that's how you come down to the earth. People don't even think about that part of it all. They really don't. I couldn't imagine that his father sat there right across the table. And when Jesus was a boy, he sat there at the table. He was looking at the eyes of God right there, looking right back at him. Imagine how amazing it is. The one who created you is staring right across you at the table. That is fascinating. But anyway, as I said before, God can put you into the lowest parts of the earth, wherever he chooses to put you at, and he can basically bless you with things that no one else will ever be able to understand or ever see. And that's why we have a technology right here today that has the ability to do things that other screens will never have that capability to hit that plateau. Because everything we have is under God's technology. Now we can put it into the washout worries. Our FLE technology is 10 times more powerful than the advanced ambient projection technology. Is there going to be, well, we got the Omega coming up, but that's a little way down the line. We're not worried about that yet. We're having fun with this. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. I never get used to this stuff. Let me see where we want to go to. Did all these already? Been there, done that one already. What do we got here for time? Oh, let's get a little bit more time. So beautiful colors. Let's do it. Let's see. Sharp 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
You hear that notification going off? That's my Facebook account right now. They saw that screen, they went off. The movies, we took pictures of the movies and everything. Yeah, they're going off in there right now. Where to get it, when to get it, how to buy it, where that, so. Yeah, it's going off right now. That's my Facebook page right now. Notifications going off. I can't wait to show this off on site. All those white projection screens. Every time I walk into a setting and I see a white projection screen, this is what I'm going to be throwing at them. I'm like, what in the world? Really? Yeah, you can do that to your white projection screen. Outside your house, in your backyard, your washout projection screens, we can fix all that. Inside your home, we can fix all that. Got a fixed frame screen? Code over that. Got a motorized projection screen? Code over that. Convert everything to this technology. No expensive projectors required. Can you imagine that? Doesn't make a difference if you have HDMI. Doesn't make a difference if you have 720p, 1080p, 4K. Doesn't make a difference. You don't even need contrast at all, period. Use it in a fully lit environment. Don't have to worry about your screen washing out or fading. That's what I talk about freedom, people. I have freedom every day. When I go to buy my projectors on eBay, don't really make a difference. Don't care. As long as they're not knockoffs, we don't support those. So the guy says, does it HDMI? Don't care. We got an adapter. We'll plug it in the back. That's not going to mess with my resolution. I'm good. Screen's black. It's going to pick up the highest resolution ever. That's the reason why you get the contrast. Bigger, more detail, more depth, more sharper, refined image. That's why our 720p's look incredible. As a matter of fact, I got to go down and get my other Christie projector because I need to replace the lamp in that one too. That's the LX400. Paid $95 for that projector. A whopping $95. What's going on my account? Man, hold on. Whoop-de-doo. I get happy about this. I'm so excited about this. FLE technology has given us so many possibilities. So many areas, so many things we can do with it. We have endless possibilities now. Once I get done with everything else, I'm gonna rent me a nice little display area. I'm gonna do these screens just like this, so people can come in and they can see the screens being displayed with the white levels next to it. I want them to see all that. Like I said, 100% black. Screen behind it, dirty piece of rag. The reason why I do that on the dirty surfaces, a beat up box, because you know people say, well, you have to have it on a smooth surface. You have to paint it on a smooth surface in order for the picture and for the quality to work. No, you can paint it over trash if you want. That's what we did. So if I can turn that into a projector screen, guess what you can do with it? You can paint it over your fixed screens and motorized projector screens. Which that reminds me, I gotta go pick up a motorized projection screen. I'm gonna go a cheap one too. I'm gonna go to eBay, get myself like a $69 cheap screen. We don't need the borders. We get rid of the borders because it's not necessary. Just gonna expand the screen size anyway. So let me see. I get 100 inches out of 92 inches. A 92-inch screen I get an extra 8 inches. It's 2 inches for each border. That's 4 on each side, 1 at the bottom, that's 6, add an extra 2 for the top, that's 8 inches extra added to the screen. Make it completely borderless. Don't even have to tape it. Actually, we do have to tape it. We have to tape it for the top. So, because that's a wide border for the top. So we got to measure 2 inches before we put the tape across. 2 inches from the actual white surface. And we'll just coat that whole surface in black. And then hang it up and be done. We use a $3,000 to $5,000 projection screen to see if we can take it. Contrast levels. Loving this. Oh, the Skyworth had the demonstration with the Skyworth demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I've done this one already. No, it's not Skyworth. Skyworth demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I don't even consider demonstration. Can't find it. Oh, wait. That's your channel. Let's see if we can find it in here. It's got to be in here somewhere. It's one with the married couple. It's a good demonstration. A lot of bright colors and stuff like that. White levels. Did we get rid of it? Why? It's a really good one. I'll get rid of that one.
Join Planet Fitness during the Big Fitness Energy Sale and save big. Get equipment for every workout and free fitness training, all in the judgment-free zone. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, February 16th.
Infinity screen. Yeah. Every block is infinity, definitely that. What was the other one? Samsung. Samsung had a pretty good too. I don't see the one I want to hear. Samsung demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, kidding me. Those are Samsungs? I didn't even know that. really makes no difference. That's why I'm just randomly grabbing stuff. It makes no difference. Whatever we play, it's going to overpower the white screen easily.
Rich Fresh Stacks. Listas para llevar a un día de parque.
Oye, tienes una piel de campeonato. Es el máximo para después de afeitar. Defensa aprobada para tu piel. Para una piel humectada y protegida contra la resequedad, Nivea Men Sensitive Bálsamo para después de afeitar. ¡Wow! Tan suave.
Just sound with this one. You know, when I get people sit there and say, why are your demonstrations so long? They're supposed to be that long. Literally. If you're scared to do demonstrations, you want to get through the demonstration as fast as possible, what they're going to do is they're going to rehearse. I got to get pictures of this. What video is this right here? We got to get pictures of this for the site. Because people at the end of the day, like I said, don't do videos that are fast and quick, as fast as possible, and show you very little. Every time I watch a demonstration, I'm sitting there like empty. Like, where's the rest of the demonstration? How do I know how this looks a contrast level? What's the difference between this and the white screen? There's so much stuff I'm supposed to see I'm not even seeing. Angle gains, we barely ever get them. Somebody slamming to the side of a screen. They don't even do that outside. So there's so much stuff missing when I watch demonstrations. People just want to do something fast, quick, and try to make a fast buck at the end of the day. No, your demonstration should be long. There is so much you have to show, it's not even funny. There's really not enough. We kill an hour quick. Gee, I already thought about that. How much am I paying for some of these places? We do kill an hour quick. Yeah, you're supposed to be way more than that. If you're going to watch tons and tons of demonstrations for basically watching and reviewing the projector you're going to buy, shouldn't the screen do the same thing? So which one was this one? I want pictures from that. Oh, no, don't bounce me over there. I want pictures of this one because I'm definitely going to take some pictures of that for my Facebook page. I like them colors. They come out real nice. Let me show you something real quick. I want to have a little fun here. Got two phones on me here, right? Pause it right there. Find my video on my phone. I have video. Where are my video settings on this thing? Here we go. So video for my phone. So you think I'm using camera settings, right? Be careful about that one too. You make that statement, I'll see you in court. So don't be careful about that one. Someone's already been challenged on that in court already. You make a statement about any of my demonstrations. This is why we do them live. We can back them up in court. So be very careful. If you sit there and make a statement saying, hey, well, look, he's using special settings, and you want to basically promote that as much as you want, I'll hire a private investigator to track your whereabouts. I'll drag you in court. I don't play around with that one at the end of the day. We don't use any special settings. If you want to start that one, let me know. I'll find your YouTube channel. I'll hand it over to my buddy. That's what he does, investigations. He tracks down information on people and all that stuff for us. He'll figure out where you're at, and he'll make sure we get that information, and we'll get you in court. And then you'll have to back up that claim. If you can't back it up, I'm going to sue the daylights out of you. So don't do that. We already got one person already who sat there and made that claim. That's my cat. Made that claim. He's going to have to back that up in court. If you can't back that up in court, I'm suing for $1 million for it. Don't make them statements. Now, I don't change any of my settings on my phone. Let me show you what my settings are. These are my settings, which I'll show you right up that screen. That's it. I don't touch any of that stuff because I don't bother with it. Let me see. Go to... Let me see, photos? No, any photos. I don't even mess with any of this stuff. I'm not cell phone savvy. That's one thing I'm not. Everything else in technology I'm good at. Cell phones, I'm just in a whole other world on that. So I guess this is what the settings are. You have one for pro, all this stuff right here. That's pretty much it. My cell phone came in the same factory settings it came in. I don't mess around in here for anything. That's pretty much it. Video stabilizer, that's basically right there. High definition videos. As you can see, that's turned off. Don't need any of this stuff. We don't use it. It's a phone. I just want to understand when people get phones and they have all these different settings. I don't use any of that. My phone has an ink pen in it. Draw on the screen. I've never used it. It just stays in there because I have no reason to use it. It's right on the screen. I just take a picture of what I want and I go from there. Right there. But as you can see right here, there's a watermark. Didn't even know that was even in there. But anyway, yeah, for the optimizer settings and all that stuff, no, they're off. Everything in there is off because I don't use any of that stuff. A phone for me is simple and plain. I play some games on it, watch a few movies on it, I do some recordings on it, and I call people. That's it. All the rest of the stuff that's on it, don't even use it. Look at this. None of that stuff is set. One thing we have on there is the efficient video. That's basically about it. But that's all. So, over here. And there's my brightness setting. That's it. I can't have my phone all the way up on brightness because I get headaches. This is why I don't like using monitors, because I suffer from headaches. And come back over here. And there's the video right there. Same thing you're seeing there, same thing you're seeing here. Now, another reason why this makes this quite stupid, people make these dumb statements, is because I'm on site. So when I'm on site, people are seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. Plus, I got one of those Men in Black ink pens that can do that. So that's why I said for the person who made that statement, you can't back that up. Guess what? That's a lawsuit for $1 million. Yes, sirree. We'll reach out and let you know when. Don't make statements that you can't back up because they will cost you a lot of money. That's like if I went out to McDonald's and say, hey, McDonald's food gives you this, that, and the other, and I continue to make these statements even though they weren't true, you can get sued for that. See, there's a video right there. That's why I said don't do stuff like that. They'll get you in a lot of trouble. So he's going to be challenged on that in court. There's a lot of things he's going to be challenged on in court, but that's actually one of the ones he has to be challenged on in court because he made the statement that we're using some kind of special setting in our camera to make the screen brighter. So since you made that statement, you're going to have to back it up in court. If not, again, $1 million lawsuit. Now, crazy that looks like to get a document coming to you from a process server that says you got to be prepared, you got to go to court, and you're being sued for $1 million. We got to make you basically pass out. But don't lie. Don't do stuff like that. I test certified screens all the time. I don't come on here and lie about their technology. If screen's picking up a narrow viewing cone, we can see it's picking up a narrow viewing cone, we can back it. We're not going to make up stuff at the end of the day because that's wrong for their company, to slander their company at the end of the day. Keep it real 100%. I said about the black diamond does not produce a high enough contrast level. It doesn't. That's a black screen versus a gunmetal screen. There's a huge difference between the two. So we can back that up in court. Now, if I said the screen was so dark and you couldn't watch it, that's a lie right there because I can see the screen perfectly fine. I can see it when I turn to the side. I can see it when I turn to the front. I can see it. So if you make accusations that are not true, this will cost you money. And anyone else who made the statement. Oh, that's a great demonstration to do on the other channel. We'll do that too. So I'm going to shoot me a nice little testimony video to share in court. Or we can do it in court. Doesn't make a difference to me. I don't really care. Backing our products 100%. Now for anybody else, when we talk about suing people today, customers are not bothered by it. Those who are not doing things that are wrong don't care about that. Just like I said, if you work at a place and they just install security cameras because we got a problem with people stealing on the property, people don't care about the cameras. They really don't give a care. We don't care. But people who basically are stealing, you're the ones complaining.
More. Keep going. Still not enough. More liquid doesn't mean more clean. Switch to Tide and get 3 times the clean with less.
My personal favorite is when they say that I don't want cameras staring me in the face. Oh, really? What happens when you walk out the door and you walk down about a good maybe 4 or 5 city blocks that have cameras staring at you 24/7? Every restaurant, every place you walk into, bank, ATM machines, gas stations, any place, stores, there's a camera staring you in the face. Schools, anywhere, you're being picked up on a camera. And then when you walk past apartment complexes, they have these big cameras over top, the big CCMs that drop right down on top of you. Watch you all day. So what's a bunch of cameras in a store where you work at? Unless you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Invasion of privacy. You go through an invasion of privacy every day. So as you can see, my settings in my other phone, nothing's in there. As all my other phones, I don't tamper or mess with any of that. At all, period. I can go in and record the same video on my phone here and show it right back at you. Yep. That's just an excuse when people do stuff like that because they can't figure out how it works. They don't know why their products don't work that way. And this has to be fake. It can't be real. That's what it comes down to. So, but even that is, you don't have any information on the product. You're just basically just taking stuff off the top of your head, trying to make these statements that my product's fake. Well, guess what? That's what court's for. We'll meet up in court, and we'll let a judge decide if it's fake or not. And if you get back your theory, if you can't, going to cost you something. That's all to it. That's what it comes down to. Get down to the end of it all, get to the crying and whining that I've been through before. We don't have the money, don't write checks you can't cash. That's why I said stay in your lane. Other than that, I freaking love this. The washout worries from the projection screen. You don't have it. Let's see. We're at, yeah, there might be a little overtime on this one. I'm going to check on some sports. Basketball highlights.
Getting that from YouTube.
That is a symbol.
And another free for the ball! Oh, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, that was good. That was actually really good.
State Farm is there.
That is right. That is actually pretty good.
Make it a little less psychedelic.
Bob Marley, One Love.
I'm overall 14 and 12 on the road this
Oh, you know what? Matter of fact, let's start. I got to do a video on sports only because I got to do that for a sports bar. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this anyway since I started it anyway.
We've been fighting the Arcanines for decades. Let me fight beside you. Together, we can bury them. And that knife chip.
Can we get this?
Our classic.
Nope, gotta do commercials.
Juicier and tastier than ever before. What? Hamburger? Our best burgers ever.
They brought back the hamburger. Are you freaking kidding me?
Reputation is ruined. It's Prime Video. All my shows and movies are here. I feel mirth, joy. They sicken me.
I'm overall 14.
I gotta tell you this. So they're showing up the new McDonald's, you know, that weird logo one anyway. And everyone's in the room, of course, a lot of the old heads, those guys are in there, are talking about how McDonald's was back in the day when all their food came in styrofoam containers, when the food was good. You know what I mean? And we missed the mascots like McDonald's, the hamburger, Mayor McCheese, you know, the McDonald land, all that. We miss all that. And if you really want to bring McDonald's back, bring back the old mascots. Some of them they can, some of them they can't. Because of the whole puff and stuff lawsuit. But then again, statute of limitations might be up on that because that's been quite a bit when that all that happened. But anyway, so everybody was talking about that, bring back the old mascots. And the hamburger, they bought the hamburger. Oh, McDonald's, man, you got to bring back the rest of them. That makes me want to go in and get me a hamburger. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's because the food really isn't all that great anymore. But man, they bring it back to the old school style. Start making the food that tastes good again. Have the freaking milkshake ice cream machine freaking working all the time, which was actually would be nice. But yeah, the hamburger. What? We looked that up.
And 12 on the road this year. 10 Adebayo and the Heat win the tip. Right now, 7 in the Eastern Conference are the Heat. Extremely hot last night in Milwaukee. Just the second half of a back-to-back for them. Knocked away by Oubre. Maxey, the side step up and
Maxey! Okay, I'm out. All right, people, just showing you about the widescreen worries. You don't want to go through the widescreen worries. You want to use our technology. We give you the best color, contrast, and look how amazing those white levels are. There's our projector sitting right there, right up on top of the screen at 4,000 lumens. I can't even read on the white screen. Got to go. Thank you for your time, and God bless. We got to do one more in sports. We got to do one on sports.